Hello, lovely souls. Welcome to my channel. I'm so glad you're here. Today, I'm diving into a reading that's very specific. This one is not for everyone, but if you're a divine feminine, especially if you resonate with that energy, this message is for you. What I'm picking up on right away is such a powerful energy, and it starts with the King of Pentacles, a card that tops the traditional tarot deck. This card is telling me that there's a significant masculine presence in your life, divine feminine. And I sense that this is someone who has achieved great success on the material plane. This person may be at the helm of a thriving business, perhaps holding a high position in a company, or maybe they're even well known in their field, possibly even famous, or involved in politics in some way. I'm feeling the energy of someone deeply passionate about social or political matters, someone who might even engage you in deep conversations about such topics from time to time. But what I feel beneath all of that success is a profound sense of loneliness. This masculine figure, though deeply grounded and secure in their outer world, is feeling isolated on a personal level. It's almost as if, despite all their accomplishments, they're still longing for something, or someone, to share it all with. And here's where it gets really interesting. I sense a mirror effect happening. This loneliness that they feel, divine feminine, is something you've been carrying too. I feel that both of you are longing for that true connection, the kind of partnership where both souls can show up for each other as equals. At a soul level, this person is in a constant state of growth and evolution. With the World card appearing upright, I see that they are expanding, not just spiritually, but in every area of their life. Their success in the physical world mirrors their spiritual development, and it's something they're deeply committed to. And this drive for personal growth, this hunger to continue evolving, is what has drawn you into their orbit, divine feminine. You are magnetized by their energy. You are coming up as the Empress, embodying the Queen energy, which is so powerful and magnetic. It feels as though this masculine has been sitting on their throne, basking in the material success they've created, but there's an empty space beside them, and that's where you come in. Divine feminine. It's like you've been slowly coming into alignment, stepping into your own power, and now it's time for you to take your rightful place beside them, equal in every way, spiritually and materially. The universe is bringing this beautiful energy together, and it's no accident. You both have been on a journey, growing, evolving, and now it's time for that deeper connection to unfold. I'm so excited to see where this goes, and I can feel the energy between you both is getting stronger. Stay open to the flow of this connection and trust that everything is happening for a reason, in perfect divine timing. Keep shining your light, divine feminine. I'm seeing such a powerful image right now. 2 thrones side by side, but one remains empty. It's as if this masculine energy has been patiently holding space, waiting for the Queen, the Empress, to step into her rightful place beside him. I'm feeling something magnetic about this connection, particularly through the eyes. The eyes, after all, are the windows to the soul, right? So, there's something about the way the two of you might connect through eye contact that is incredibly significant. Perhaps you've shared a moment of intense eye contact, even without words, maybe even in a dream or during a meditation. For some of you, physical communication has happened, but still, it's the gaze that speaks volumes. Every time your eyes meet, there's an unspoken connection, a way that you are transmitting your core soul frequency to one another. And I'm hearing the word mesmerized. There's this sense that when this masculine looks into your eyes, they feel completely captivated by you. drawn to the energy you exude. It's as though they're seeing something deeper than what's on the surface. Now, here's the thing I'm sensing. With the broken heart card coming up in the upright position, this masculine is carrying some emotional wounds. They're afraid that you might reject them or even break their heart. There's a vulnerability here, almost as if this is a relatively new romantic situation where they feel a pull toward you but are hesitant to make the first move. Whether it's the desire to ask you on a date, to take this connection to the next level, or just to have that heart-to-heart conversation, they're holding back out of fear of being hurt again. I sense that this person has experienced deep pain in love before. They may have been rejected or gone through a tough breakup that left them carrying emotional scars. And here's the thing, they hide it well. On the outside, they may come across as very confident and self-assured, especially in their work or life achievements. They've likely built a strong, successful exterior, but when it comes to matters of the heart, that facade begins to crack. Beneath that confident exterior is someone who's been hurt, someone who's had their self-esteem challenged in ways they may not show the world. If this person has already approached you or communicated with you in some way, it's possible that they came off as self-assured, even confident, but that's just a mask they wear. Deep down, there's a softness and fear of vulnerability that they're carefully guarding. This isn't to say they don't want to open up to you, divine feminine, but there's a delicate dance happening. They're trying to feel their way forward without getting hurt again, but they are undeniably drawn to you. So, as you continue to connect, trust that what you're sensing is real. There is a beautiful, deep soul connection here that is unfolding, but it's going to take a little patience and understanding. This person may need some time to work through their fears, but just know that they're already feeling the pull. Keep shining your light and holding space for them, because this is a connection that's meant to grow, slowly yet surely. Divine Feminine, I sense that this situation may have caught you off guard. Perhaps something about this person felt off or inconsistent, leaving you with a lingering sense that something didn't quite add up. You might have found yourself thinking about them more than you'd expect, trying to make sense of the energy between you. If that's happening, I want to tell you that your intuition is on point. What you're feeling is real. This person is sending you a lot of anxious energy. They're really in their head, worrying about how they've come across. They're afraid that they made the wrong impression, and now they're haunted by the fear that if they try to reach out or deepen this connection, you'll reject them or be hurt by them. What's going on here is that they are concerned you might have misinterpreted their intentions. It's almost as if they're subconsciously trying to send you thoughts, hoping to correct a perceived misunderstanding. This person might feel they came across in a way that wasn't truly reflective of who they are on a deeper level. It's like they tried to present themselves in a way they thought you'd be attracted to, but in doing so, they missed the mark. They didn't realize that what they were showing you wasn't actually aligned with what you were drawn to in the first place. If this is resonating, here's an example of what I'm sensing, though it may not apply to everyone. Some of you might have perceived this person as overly confident, maybe even a little egotistical or arrogant. On the surface, they may have been putting on this air of success, strength, and attraction. But what's really coming through is that you, Divine Feminine, are not impressed by those surface-level traits. You're not here for the accolades, the fame, or the material success that this person has accumulated. Those things don't define them in your eyes. What truly matters to you is the authenticity of their soul, the depth, the heart, the true energy that they bring to the table. And here's the kicker. This person has been putting up this facade because they thought it was what you wanted to see. They thought it would make them appear more attractive, more appealing, but now they realize that it was actually the opposite of what would have resonated with you. So, as they try to navigate through their fears and anxieties, it's important for them to recognize that what you value most is not the surface-level things they've been showing you. You are a soul who seeks genuine connection, real energy, and deep authenticity. And this person, while trying to be something they thought you'd admire, has inadvertently revealed the very thing they fear most, showing up as anything less than authentic. Trust your inner knowing here, divine feminine. You're seeing through the layers, and while it might feel like a strange energy, what's really unfolding is an opportunity for this person to drop the facade and come forward with their true self. And when that happens, you'll be ready to meet them as equals, no pretenses, no masks, just pure, authentic energy. Keep holding space for that truth to emerge. You are radiating the energy of someone who deserves nothing less than the real deal. Divine Feminine. If this person is someone who's famous or well-known, you may have felt that there's a certain depth to your connection that goes beyond what they're used to experiencing. It's like this person tried to approach you the same way they've approached other women in the past, thinking they knew what to expect. But the moment they engaged with you, they quickly realized that their initial assumptions were way off. When they first saw you, something about your energy captivated them. There's something about your aura that's undeniably beautiful, magnetic, and mysterious. But here's the twist. As they started getting to know you, they realized it wasn't just a superficial attraction they were feeling. It's almost as though they thought it was only physical at first. But the more they connected with you, the more they felt a deep emotional pull, a connection that goes far beyond what meets the eye. They're realizing that they could see themselves spending their life with you. This revelation is so powerful for them, and it's as though their whole perspective has shifted. What began as a surface-level attraction has now evolved into something much more profound and meaningful. They're coming through as the Page of Swords, still processing and trying to understand what's unfolding, and they see you as the Queen of Cups, someone full of deep emotion, compassion, and mystery. There's something incredibly tender here. I'm hearing this person say, "I just want you to hold me." It's almost as if they long for your warmth, your energy, maybe even your touch. But I sense this isn't about a passionate, sensual connection. It's more about wanting to be close to you, to feel your energy, and to just be near you. It's like they want to understand you better, unravel the mystery of who you truly are. They're captivated not just by your physical presence, but by the depth of your soul. The way they perceive you is almost as if they've met someone unreal, like meeting an angel. They see you as someone with an incredibly beautiful heart, someone who radiates authenticity and love. And here's the thing, they might have been taken aback by this, because when they first felt drawn to you, they assumed it was only about the physical connection. But now they realize that it's so much more than that. Your soul's energy has awakened something in them that they didn't even know was missing, and they're eager to explore it more deeply. Divine Feminine, know that this person is beginning to understand the true essence of your being, and it's pulling them closer in ways they didn't anticipate. What started as a fleeting attraction is evolving into something much richer, something that has the potential to be deep, lasting, and soul-fulfilling. Keep shining your light, because your energy is leaving an unforgettable mark on them, and they're starting to see and feel it in ways they never expected. As they got to know you, Divine Feminine, they began to realize that your energy wasn't just captivating on the outside, but there was something deeply magnetic about your aura too. You see, while they view you as the Queen of Cups, this embodiment of emotional depth, compassion, and intuitive wisdom, What they're really beginning to fantasize about is the future with you, the life they can build together with someone like you. Interestingly, we have this beautiful pairing of the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups, two seemingly different energies that, when brought together, create perfect harmony. The King of Pentacles represents someone who is grounded, focused on stability and material success, while the Queen of Cups is all about deep emotional connection, empathy, and nurturing. Yet, when you bring these two energies together, they balance each other out beautifully. There may be aspects of both of you that seem different, even opposite in some ways. Maybe you're drawn to different ways of thinking or living, yet the more this person reflects on it, the more they realize how well you complement each other. It's almost like they're seeing the potential for a partnership where each of you brings something vital to the table. Perhaps one of you excels in generating ideas, while the other is a pro at turning those ideas into reality. Or maybe you have a highly creative, artistic side, and they have the logical, business-savvy mind to make things happen. For many of you, this will likely resonate as a romantic situation. However, I want to point out that for some, this connection could unfold in a professional context, perhaps a business partnership that's growing into something truly powerful. The combination of your skills and their abilities might create an amazing synergy, whether that's in a romantic or professional setting. You both bring incredibly compatible elements to the table, and together there's potential to create something beautiful, successful, and fulfilling. Now, with the Page of Swords energy, I'm sensing that this person may be causing you some moments of uncertainty. You might have been waiting for them to reach out, maybe expecting a phone call or a message, and it hasn't quite come through yet. This delay could be causing you to spiral into your thoughts, wondering, are they going to call? How do they truly feel about me? You might find yourself overthinking their actions, or lack of actions, because you feel like something is on the verge of happening, but you're just not sure when or how it's going to unfold. It's okay, Divine Feminine, to have those moments of doubt, but know that this person is also grappling with their own uncertainties and fears. They may be taking their time, trying to figure out how best to approach you or express what they're feeling. Just remember, sometimes patience is the key. Your energy is magnetic and undeniable, but it's also important to trust that the right timing will bring everything into alignment. There's something about this connection, Divine Feminine, that's leaving both of you feeling a little bit disoriented, almost like you're both standing there, asking yourselves, what just happened? It's that kind of feeling where it seems like an explosion of connection just appeared out of nowhere, and now you're both processing it, trying to make sense of what's unfolding. You're rolling these encounters over in your mind, replaying every moment, trying to figure out what it all means. And I feel that this energy, especially for this person, is really intense and unfamiliar to them. There's a sense that astrology may have even been a topic of conversation between you two, or perhaps your astrological signs are playing a significant role in this connection. Maybe the two of you have astrological placements that align in a way that makes this connection feel even more powerful or destined. It's almost as though the stars themselves were pointing you two together. But even with this electrifying bond, this person is coming off as a bit guarded. They're taking their time to give you the signal, the sign, or the update that you've been waiting for. If you've been expecting to hear from them, know that it's not because they're not interested. In fact, it's quite the opposite. This person is so captivated, so magnetically drawn to you, that it's almost throwing them off balance. The chemistry between you is so strong that they're feeling a bit uncertain about how to approach the situation, unsure of how to move forward without getting overwhelmed by their feelings. For this person, there's also a side of them that wants to be logical and structured about things. I'm sensing that they're coming up as the Emperor energy, which is all about stability, order, and clear-headed decision-making. This person may have a very strong sense of responsibility and discipline, and they might even have fathering energy, whether they are a father or simply carry that protective, nurturing vibe. There's a desire to take care of others, to provide, and to ensure that everything is in its proper place before diving in too deep. They are carefully thinking about how they approach this connection, possibly telling themselves, I need to be logical about this, even though their emotions and attraction to you are pushing them to react from a more spontaneous, heart-centered place. It's almost like they're wrestling with this tug-of-war between their head and their heart, wanting to remain composed, but also feeling swept away by the emotional intensity of what's happening between you two. If you've been feeling a bit confused or unsure of where you stand, know that this person is, in fact, feeling the same way. They're just taking their time to process the deep attraction they feel, all while navigating their own internal world of logic, stability, and responsibility. This connection is a big deal for them, and they're not rushing through it. They want to make sure that when they move forward, it's in a way that makes sense, not just in their heart, but in their life as a whole. So, be patient and trust that they are thinking about you constantly, even if it doesn't always seem that way on the outside. The pull is real, and it's growing stronger with each passing moment. This person's protective energy towards you is incredibly strong, divine feminine. It's almost as though the moment they laid eyes on you, something within them awakened, a deep desire to protect, defend, and take care of you, even though they might not know you well at all. It's as if they see you, and without thinking twice, their instincts kick in, urging them to shield you from harm and provide for you in any way they can. This kind of protection isn't just about keeping you safe from the world. It's a heartfelt, primal urge to ensure your well-being, to make you feel secure and cherished. And I feel this energy is new to them, even though they may not fully understand why they feel this way. It's a beautiful yet confusing realization that they're experiencing for the first time. On a deeper level, I'm sensing that this person is carrying a heavy weight. I'm picking up on the 5 of Wands reversed, which suggests inner conflict, perhaps the aftermath of some recent turmoil. This person might be going through the emotional challenges of a breakup or even a divorce, and it's taking a toll on them in ways that they may not be openly sharing. While they appear successful and composed on the outside, there are underlying financial or material insecurities that they are struggling with. The surface might reflect success, but beneath that, they could be feeling anxious about money, facing financial difficulties, or dealing with a lingering sense of instability. For some, I feel that these struggles might even be tied to a legal issue, like the complications of divorce or some kind of legal battle that's still ongoing. This could be a situation involving a lot of stress, paperwork, and legal matters that are pulling them in many directions. And while they may present themselves as confident and capable, there's a weary energy to them, as if their heart has been through a battle they're not always showing to the world. They might be silently carrying the emotional scars of a breakup or a legal situation that's forced them to confront tough decisions and difficult emotions. I'm also sensing a karmic element at play here. The Justice card is showing up, indicating that this person might be going through a process of facing consequences for past actions or decisions that are weighing heavily on them. This could be a result of mistakes they feel they made in past relationships or situations, or even past life karma that has surfaced in this lifetime. Whatever it is, there's a feeling of accountability here, as though they're being asked to face the truth and make things right. This is a significant moment in their life, where they are dealing with the fallout from choices they've made, decisions that have led them to where they are now, feeling burdened and perhaps a little lost. Even though they carry this tough exterior, there's a vulnerable side of them that's weary from the battles they've fought, and it feels as though they're now realizing they need something more, something genuine and deep, like what they are feeling towards you. It's almost like your energy is serving as a mirror to them, reflecting back to them the care and stability they've always longed for, yet never quite allowed themselves to fully embrace. There's an emotional awakening happening, and it's likely both a gift and a challenge for them as they navigate this difficult chapter in their life. What I'm sensing here is that this person, on a soul level, took on certain belief patterns and mindsets, almost like they chose to experience certain karmic lessons to clear past energy. It's like they signed up for these lessons to grow and evolve, and part of that has meant embracing rigid structures or old ways of thinking that no longer serve them. But now, they're in the process of shedding those old beliefs, slowly cutting away the karmic ties that once kept them stuck. Even though they're working through this spiritual cleanup, they're still feeling the weight of those past choices, and the remnants of that energy are still with them. For example, if this person has gone through a divorce, they might have entered the relationship with subconscious patterns, perhaps marrying for reasons based in fear, loneliness, or the pressure of societal expectations. Maybe they even married out of a desire to fulfill a sense of belonging or validation, not realizing that these motivations weren't aligned with their true needs. But now, in hindsight, they've come to see that they chose the wrong reasons, and they're seeking to break free from those old patterns. However, the divorce and the subsequent legal and financial struggles have created a karmic residue that they're still processing. This is the energy they're clearing now, and it feels heavy as they navigate this transition into a new phase of their life. What's interesting, though, is that despite the progress they've made in clearing this energy, it's almost like they met you at the tail end of this karmic shift, when they were just beginning to break free from all of this old baggage. It's as if they feel like they crossed paths with you at the wrong time, maybe too soon, or maybe when they weren't fully ready to embrace the depth of a new connection. Their ego tells them that there are differences between you two, maybe even irreconcilable differences, and this fear can make them question whether you truly accept them as they are. I'm sensing that this person is struggling with a fear of rejection. They might even hold back from reaching out to you because they're afraid that you'll see these flaws or limitations and decide that they're a deal breaker. It's almost like they're trying to protect themselves by not being vulnerable, not putting themselves out there for fear of getting hurt. Their ego is playing this protective role, even though their heart wants to connect with you on a much deeper level. What might surprise you, though, is that even though this person comes across as extroverted or even confident, deep down, they're incredibly lonely. The Hermit card and the Five of Cups speak to this inner isolation and the pain they've carried. They've been through more grief and heartache than they let on, and they may hide it behind a mask of outward confidence or social engagement. Recently, they've been in a very negative headspace, battling their own inner demons and feeling weighed down by their past. And yet, outwardly, they might give off the impression that they have it all together. You may have even picked up on this energy empathically, divine feminine. Perhaps in your conversations you sense that something wasn't quite aligned with the person you were interacting with, that there was an undercurrent of sadness or loneliness they weren't openly sharing. Your intuitive awareness might have been feeling that emotional distance, even though they were putting on a brave face. This is a person who, at the core, longs for connection, but their past has created walls of self-protection. They are navigating this shift from isolation into openness, from fear into possibility. And they're feeling the pull toward you, but there's still a part of them that's holding back, unsure of how to fully open up to someone as profound and magnetic as you. This person feels incredibly exposed in your presence. It's as though you can see right through them, through the layers of confidence, the facade of strength they try to maintain, and the happy, extroverted exterior they put on for the world. On the inside, though, they're grappling with profound grief, loss, and major changes that have been shaking their foundation. The grief may be deeper than they've let on, and it's affecting every area of their life. What's unfolding for them, whether they recognize it yet or not, is the beginning of an ego death. Their soul has called them into this connection with you, divine feminine, because you are this radiant beacon of light in their life. You've already walked through your own ego death, your own spiritual awakening. Even if this person appears older or more experienced, perhaps having more material success or life knowledge in the physical world, your spiritual wisdom is what stands out. In this moment, you hold the key to guiding them through the awakening process they're only beginning to understand. Even if they don't consciously know it, their soul feels the pull toward you because you are the one who can lead them through this spiritual shift. It's almost as if, on a soul level, they've been searching for someone like you to help them navigate through this deeper transformation. And yet, the intensity of this connection, the depth of this awakening, is overwhelming for them. They may feel lost, unsure of where they're headed, and as if they want to pull away, retreating into the comfort of their old ways. This is a powerful, transformative energy that is unfolding, and it may be hard for both of you to fully comprehend just how much is at play beneath the surface. The energy between you is shifting things in profound ways that might not be immediately visible on the outside, but are incredibly impactful on the inside. I understand that this reading might not resonate with everyone, and that's perfectly okay. Take what connects with you and leave the rest. If anything in this message sparked something within you, I would love to hear from you in the comments below. And if you feel guided to have me channel more specifically for you in future readings, be sure to like the video and double-check that you're subscribed to the channel so we can continue to explore this energy together. Wishing you a beautiful remainder of your day. I'm sending you so much love and light, and I can't wait to connect with you again in the next video. Thank you for sharing this journey with me.